Hello, hello, hello. I missed being in front of you probably a little more than you missed me. But here I am. Today we are talking about the SAMTIAN AL81. Before moving on, I want to just say that if you hang with me until the end of the video, I'm gonna share with you something that did surprise me quite a bit, and I'm thinking that it's going to at least do the same to you. So there we go, this guy. I have to give you some information to have a better understanding of how and why and who this light is for. The white balance in my camera, 5600 Kelvin, more or less daylight-ish. I have a bigger light source here, which is set for the same value. I have a white wall behind me. This little light is set about a foot away from the wall. I'm gonna just turn it on. First, the price, because this is an important factor that usually deters many of us from buying different type of equipment. But this unit here is under 25 British pounds. And as a matter of fact, as I'm speaking right now, they run a sale on it for 19.59. Now, some of the key features of this little light. First of all, it has a built-in 3000 milliamp battery. You know this is going to last you for a very long time, even at maximum power. The second one, related to the battery, do you know how you charge it? Over USB-C, exactly. And you can also use, like a power bank or anything pretty much with a 5-volt output to charge this LED light. It's dimmable, so you can actually make it, if you don't need the full brightness, as you can see on the wall, it's very useful. And this is a feature that some of the lights that I previously used did not have, and I always have to do some sort of an inconvenient MacGyver thing to dim it down, such as perhaps putting like a diffuser over it, something like that, So it's great to see that we have a dimmer on it, right? Moving on, we have the color temperature. As a matter of fact, it's a range from 2500 Kelvin all the way to 6500 Kelvin. So it basically has two different type of LED lights inside, the white ones and the yellower ones, and it does like a combination of the two so that you can control the temperature of the light. So at the bottom we have the hot shoe mount, and on the two sides and the top we have cold shoe mounts. So basically we can take whatever, for example, I'm just gonna give you an example. I have a speed light flash here of some sort, but I'm just gonna show you that you can actually add more accessories on top and on either side of the light, making it a very versatile little expansion tool if you want. If you need more than just one hot shoe, so you can put a microphone around it or another light or so on and so forth. And that leads me to another light. So if you would have multiple of these lights, you can interlock them and make a bigger light source. A bigger light source means softer light, brighter light, if you will, more control. Before sharing with you the surprise that I mentioned at the beginning of the video, I would like to point out a few things that I would like to see perhaps improved. And one of the things is, right off the bat, I would like to see this dimmer go all the way down. So go down to perhaps 1% brightness, or perhaps even, all the way down. So you can maybe get rid of the on-off button and put it on the dimmer, and you go all the way down. Think about that. It would be so much more versatile if I could focus the light, if I could somehow make the light go, control where the light goes, right? So perhaps some sort of a barn door. I have an older light here that uses this type of barn door. I'm actually almost aiming to the camera lens, but since this door is here, it makes this light so much more versatile. So that would be great. That would be one option. The second option would be something like a grid. This is a 45-degree grid, and this would, we can actually control where the light flows. I'm not expecting to create some accessory that I can mount this particular type of grid, but perhaps I was actually considering a 3D printed type of grid, and with the cold shoe mounts around it, there's plenty of mounting possibilities, right? So these are just some of the things that I would love to see improved. Other than that, I think it's time for me to reveal what surprised me in the first place. And ta-da! Bring this down a bit. Okay, so that's my large light source. It's basically another one of those units. Another SAMTIAN AL81 that is just literally, it's at full brightness and it's bounced off of a cheap diffuser on a light stand with a diffuser holder arm. All this, the whole thing, this whole setup with the light included, it's probably under 50 British pounds. If you are happy with the quality of light, the softness and how I'm lit, then perhaps you should consider these lights. And with everything out of the way, I want to thank SAMTIAN for sending me the 2 review units and for trusting me with my honest, unbiased opinion. They were not expecting me to say anything scripted. And then I want to thank each one of you for spending your precious time learning about these small LED panels, and I hope you now have a better, more educated, more informed way of taking a decision when it comes to this type of lights. Thank you. I have some other thing that it's coming up, but that's for another video. So I just, teased you a little bit. Thank you, and you'll see me next time.